I'm going to talk to you today about economics. Now, in Thailand, from my own personal perspective, I am not an economist, nor an expert in economics, and in fact, I have never even studied it at all. So this is my own personal perspective. That you have two different values. Of course, everything is in the Thai baht. And there are 35 Thai baht to the dollar. So to convert prices into dollars, the easy way to do it is to multiply by 3, and then you get the number of cents. So if something is 20 baht, then it's 60 cents US. However, I'd like to introduce another concept of value, which is that relative to wages and the value of items, multiply it by 0.1, and then you get a US dollar amount. So, for instance, 20 baht is equivalent to more like $2 in terms of relative value to a person in either country. So something that's 20 baht isn't exactly pocket change, but it's still cheap. Like my nose ring, 20 baht. In the US, if I found it for $2, I'd go, hey, great, cheap. Same here. So if something is 1,000 baht, then that is the equivalent of about $100, so it starts to get, I don't know, it's sort of expensive, of course, depending on what it is. Now, if you just go by the Thai baht value to US dollar value, the straight conversion, it's $30, so it's not that much money. But, again, using this second relative value, it starts to, you get more of a sense of what things are worth to the Thai people, not just to foreigners coming in with money from another country that has a greater value. So what that all boils down to is that things here in Thailand are about 1/3 of the price that they would be in the US. Now, of course, I'm talking about everyday items. I'm talking about food, housing, etc., and even clothing and shoes. However, that doesn't apply to luxury goods or electronics, which will actually be more expensive here than what you would find in the US. So what that means is that if you aren't working in Thailand, if you come here as a tourist and bring your own money, then your money will go about 3 times as far as you would expect it to in the US. It would probably cost you less to live here for 3 months than it would to live 1 month in the US, depending on what your lifestyle is. So an average decent but low Thai salary is 7,000 baht a month. That's $210 US a month. But if you use my other equivalent, then it's equivalent to trying to live in the US on about $700 a month. By contrast, I get paid 35,000 baht a month, which is $1,000, but it's equivalent to earning about $3,000 or having a job where I get 36,000 a year. It's not rich, but by comparison with the person on 700, it's a lot. So you have two very different economic ideas, especially when you're in a town like Pattaya, which is somewhere that caters to tourists, or if you are on the islands like Koh Tao or Koh Samui, they cater to tourists, and so their prices are set to what the US dollar will buy. And people thinking, oh, well, 50 baht, 100 baht, that's nothing. Where for a Thai person, it's not nothing. It matters. You can get a meal for between 20 and 60 baht. I went out to dinner with a friend of mine visiting from Denmark, and I looked in my wallet and I had 80 baht, and I was thinking, do I need to go to the ATM? Nah, I have 80 baht, that's plenty. Where that less than $3, of course, wouldn't buy you anything in the US. But if you use my other conversion, $8. So you can buy an inexpensive meal. You can't go over the top, can't buy any drinks, but you can be well fed.